ICD Kollam, ബാങ്ക് SSC പരീക്ഷാ പരിശീലന രംഗത്തെ പ്രമുഖ സ്ഥാപനം. 26 വർഷം നീണ്ട സേവന പാരമ്പര്യം, 12,000-ൽ പരം റിസൾട്ട്സ്. വിജയഗാഥ തുടരുന്നു.
We are honored to have Mr.Sanjay Kumar Gurudin IPS, DIG of Police and a cyber security expert as our chief guest. He will now speak to us. Sir, we expect you to give some pieces of advice on how your preparations went in your success in competitive exams.
A very good morning to all of you. All the respected people sitting on the dais, all the family members of ICD, and my dear students. First of all, I would like to congratulate ICD for their silver jubilee celebration. In fact, ഞാൻ സംസാരിക്കുന്നത് മനസ്സിലാവുന്നുണ്ടോ? എൻ്റെ മലയാളം വളരെ മോശമാണ്. അത് കാരണമായിട്ട് ഞാൻ സാധാരണ പക്ഷേ ഞാൻ ശ്രമിക്കാം കുറച്ച് മലയാളത്തിൽ സംസാരിക്കാൻ. ഞാൻ എവിടെ തെറ്റുപറ്റിയാൽ ക്ഷമിക്കണം. ആക്ച്വലി എനിക്ക് ഈ ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂഷനെ പറ്റി മുമ്പ് അറിയത്തില്ലായിരുന്നു. I was really very surprised that such a prestigious, such a result-oriented institution exists in Kerala. It was a new news or new information for me. I am really glad that I am over here. രണ്ടാമത് എനിക്ക് വളരെ നന്ദിയാണ്. I am really very thankful that I was invited for this particular function as a chief guest. Thank you, Jai Krishnan. Because I really go back just 10-15 years back and I become little nostalgic. Nostalgic in the sense I go back towards my college days, towards my school days, and I remember that I was also sitting just like you people. At least here, like few students are sitting little ahead, but I was like always a backbencher. So I have lot of affection and liking towards the persons who are sitting at the back seat. And generally, I'll be wishing to the students who have won or who have got success, but I'll be wishing more for the people who have somehow not got those merit awards, because I realized that I was one among those clapping persons. So again, I would like to say that I am little more biased towards those people. That does not mean that I am demeaning or I am reducing the what you call the success of the persons. Since I was asked that regarding my preparation, I don't have anything to say regarding the success stories, but definitely I have lot of things to say what all mistakes I have committed. I'll just tell you in a very small brief if I am not crossing the time limit. Actually, I am born and brought up in Mumbai. I basically belong from UP. I did my engineering from KJ Somaya College of Engineering in way back. And you won't believe, there was nothing, there's no goal, we belong from a very lower middle class family. There was nothing called a career counseling, career guidance. We used to think that, okay, after you pass 10th, or nalla mark kittiyal, you might get admission in the science, or if you are little lesser, you'll go to the commerce, then arts. So our goal, our target was totally not at all aimed. We never planned anything, just on a flow. Somehow I got a good marks in 10th, got admission in the science, then went to the college, completed my engineering. Even till engineering also, I was not very clear what to do. Then one of my friend, he told that why don't you give a civil service examination. Actually, I was not even aware what exactly was civil services. And I was filled with lot of motivation that I'll crack this exam. I gave my first attempt and result came and I failed. Then I again started, and then I started really working hard. I gave my second attempt, prelims result came, and then actually I again failed. All my batchmates who have done engineering, they did MBA, they did some computer courses, and they all were earning a lot, and I was still taking money from my home. I was feeling, then fortunately, Delhi Metro came into it. There was a notification that they needed some engineer. I gave an entrance examination. I qualified Delhi Metro exam. In fact, we were the first batch of Delhi Metro. You all might have heard about Mr. E. Sridharan. So, total all over India, there were about 102 engineers who were selected from the various streams. So I joined Delhi Metro. Then I worked in Delhi Metro for 3 years. I forgot my civil services. I thought I was completely disappointed, saying that anyway, civil services is not I can't do it. But after 3 years of my service in Delhi Metro, again, once you have that, then again I decided that I'll prepare for the civil services. The problem with working in the Delhi Metro was that it was a shift duty. It was like a morning shift, evening shift, night shift. Then I spoke to my manager. Then I told that I want to join some coaching institute. And is there any way that I can get my shift fixed for 4 months? That shift has to be, it changes every week. My manager told, and then we discussed among with the other engineers. They all were young actually. That was one advantage. So we discussed, and then finally it was decided that nobody wanted to do night shift in the cold weather of Delhi. I opted, okay fine, I'll do continuous night shift, because in the daytime I wanted to go for a civil services, coaching centers. Earlier 2 attempts, it was nothing. It was like just eating, studying, library. It's a full time, 24 hours, you have to do only this thing. But now you see, when I went to Delhi Metro, I have to work. So from 9 o'clock, I'll reach to the metro. I'll work full night. I had kept all those. Morning, I'll just brush my teeth and freshen up at the station itself. And from that metro, I'll directly go to the coaching center. And the coaching center used to start at 9:30, some 9 or 9:30. So I'll go there and I'll attend that entire session till 1:30. Reach home. I'll have some food. I'll take a break for some time. And by the time it is already evening, and again you have to prepare for your night shift. Now the difficulty when you are studying now, staying over here, you have got lot of freedom to think. Like now you are not feeling like to study, so okay fine, you can take rest, you can study maybe in the evening. But then that freedom was not with me, because I had that limited time only. Like okay, after 1 o'clock till 7 o'clock you have to study, whether you are in mood or you are not in mood, whether you feel like studying or not. Because again you have to go for a work. This 4 months I did complete night shift, and you can't sleep, not like other departments. It was a heavy workload. There were a lot of targets to be met. But somehow I was getting some kind of a happiness. You won't believe that 4 months, I never felt tired also, that okay, full night you have not slept, only sleeping in 1 or 2 hours. But with that happiness, but there was only one difference. The earlier first 2 attempts which I gave, actually the motivation was coming from the outside, because I was thinking that okay, if I become IAS or if I become an IPS, people will recognize me, people will respect me. That kind of a external motivation was there. But the third attempt, actually speaking, there was one person, I still remember Mr. Rajiv Maheshwaram. He was like, when you talk to him, he was so knowledgeable person. You talk to him, you'll feel very good. So somehow I had in my mind that I want to have a knowledge like him. You won't believe, third attempt I never gave for the selection. I just wanted that I'll study something or that much that I want to speak like this person. He is an ocean of knowledge. And just because of that motivation, I gave my third attempt, and that was my first time I qualified prelims, I qualified mains, I got finally selected. And this is how I came over here. Just imagine, you know, when you are full time you are studying, but somehow if you are not doing it sincerely, if you are not doing it very honestly, no, even that full time will be very less. I mean, success and all, it won't happen. I'll just, wherever I go, generally I tell one small story. There was one small village. In that village, there were two boys. One boy was a very small boy, and there was another one big boy who was heavyweight. So when they were playing, this big boy, just at the outskirt of the village, this big boy fell inside the well. So what happened? Nobody was there to help him. But suddenly he saw that near the well there was a bucket, there was a rope. Immediately, without wasting any time, he put the bucket inside, and he told his friend that just hold it. And this small boy started pulling. And he went on pulling, and he didn't stop. He finally took this big boy out of the well. When they came out, they were really very happy. They started dancing and all. They went back to their village, and they narrated this entire incident. Parents കേട്ടു ചേട്ടാ അങ്ങനെ സംഭവിച്ചു നമുക്ക് കഴിക്കാൻ സമയത്ത് ഈ ബിഗ് ബോയ് വെള്ളത്ത് he went in the well and all those things. പക്ഷേ parents, they just ignored. Then the children were slightly upset. The parents are not believing. Then these boys went outside, and there was some elderly person. They told that അങ്ങനെ സംഭവിച്ചു, but we told our parents, they are not believing. Then this old person, he called the parents and asked, why you people are not believing? Then the parents told that, how can it's not believable at all, because this small boy cannot even lift one bucket of water. Then this old man told one thing. The question is not how this small boy has taken this big boy out of the well. That is not a question. The question is, why this small boy was able to pull this big boy out? Why? Then he answered, there is only one reason to it, that when this small boy was actually pulling the big boy out, there was nobody in the surrounding. There was nobody in the surrounding to tell him that you cannot do it. ഇത് മനസ്സിലാക്കണം. Not only there were nobody to tell this small boy that you are weak, you cannot do it. Not only that, when this boy was pulling this boy out, he didn't even listen to his own heart that ഞാൻ വളരെ വീക്കാണ്, ഞാൻ വളരെ സ്മോൾ ആണ്, എനിക്കിത് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റത്തില്ല. He was so much involved into his act that he didn't even listen to him. ഇത് നമ്മുടെ സൊസൈറ്റിയിൽ you will find that അങ്ങനെയുള്ള ഈ two types persons will be the one is I told first, when you are doing something, when you are working for something, there will be so many people around who will be telling you that you cannot do it. You will tell that, okay, in 10th you got only pass mark, 10th you got this much marks, you cannot qualify civil, or you cannot qualify whichever competitive exams you want to do. Please keep away from such kind of a people, or just ignore them, or you can ask them question, why I can't do. But more than that, what is more important is what you think about yourself, how you feel, whether I can do it or not. That is more important than the people seeing around. Why I am telling you this? When I failed in 2 attempts, I went to my native place. There I heard that there is one relative who is hospitalized, who is in the hospital. Like when you are not successful, when you are totally failing, then you try to become very close, you try to be more courteous. So as a matter of courtesy, I went to that hospital to see the person. Anyway, I met After that, when I came out, there was one uncle. He asked me, "What are you doing nowadays?" I told, "I'm preparing for civil services." Then he, in a very sarcastic way, he told, "Hey, why you are unnecessarily wasting your parents' money? You better go and get some job and all." So already it was in 2003 or 2004. I still remember that. So like you'll find many people around you. So I just wanted to tell these two incidents. You all are like aspirant for a particular competitive exams, you all should have that fire. You can fool anybody. You can cheat anybody. You can cheat your parents that I am studying. You can cheat your teachers that you are studying. But at the end of the day, you know yourself. Your consciousness will never ever lie to you. When you go to the sleep, when you're going to sleep on the bed, you ask yourself whether you have really done your job today, whether you have really put your maximum effort today. If your consciousness says that, yes, I have done it, then you can peacefully, your time management, your attitude, everything has to come in line. It's like, anyway, I don't want to drag more because I am a very good storyteller. I have everybody might have seen, right? Discovery channels kandittundo. Have you ever seen a lion or tiger running behind the deer? Kandittundo. What is you all are banking, you all might have been learning probability, right? Probability padichittundavu. Permutation, probability is there. No? What is a more chances, or what is a more probability whether the tiger will catch the deer or the deer will escape? Deer will escape. I think we all know why it is so. In our cinema, basically that is just because we all generally show that the tiger has caught. But the fact and the statistics says that most of the time the tiger could not catch the deer. That is just because there is a motivation. Both animals have got a motivation to run. One animal is running for the food, hungry. The tiger is hungry, that's why it is running behind the deer. But somewhere in the mind of the deer, so in the mind of the tiger, it is there. E deer any kittiling also any very option under. I can run behind any other animal or small animals and all. But just imagine a situation of the deer. Deer lang no choice illa. Deer cannot think that okay, I have another choice. If the deer does not runs with its all speed, it is going to die. I don't want to give a lot of upadesham and all any guru talparilla. It's all finally it's all you are well grown up. You can understand what is good and what is bad for you, what is right and what is wrong for you. Please work hard, achieve something, and make yourself proud. Make your family proud. Make your institution proud. With this, I would like to end whatever I wanted to say. My sincere thanks once again for the patience hearing. I am extremely thankful for giving me this chance to speak. Thank you so much.